Hello again. Today we'll be learning about the lowest common multiple. So to learn about the lowest common multiple, I thought we'd look at a question and then kind of learn it from the question itself. So here's the question. One light flashes every 25 seconds, another light flashes every 30 seconds. At a certain time, they flash together. How many seconds will it before they flash together again? So, even just the first part, at a certain time they flash together. So, what is that time? How will we figure that out? So, one is flashing 25 seconds, and then another one flashes every 30 seconds. So how will we figure that out? Well, let's simplify the question a little bit. Let's say we have two light bulbs now. We have light bulb A, light bulb B. And light bulb A flashes every 5 seconds, and light bulb B flashes every 4 seconds. And this is a nice little number line that kind of represents each second passing. So what will happen is this. Okay, so start the timer. 0 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every 4 seconds. So B would flash. 5. A would flash. 6, 7, 8. Now, do you remember light bulb B flashed at 4? So it'll go another 4 seconds and it'll flash again. Okay, 9, 10. Okay, well, light bulb A would flash because remember, it's every 5 seconds. So it's 5, 10. Now, when do you think light bulb A would flash again? 15. And when would it flash again? 20. Now, how did I get that? Well, I'm adding 5 each time. Light bulb A flashes every 5 seconds. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Now, light bulb B, when does light bulb B flash? It was at 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I'm just adding 4 seconds each time. Now, you'll notice at 20, they both flash. Light bulb A flashes, light bulb B flashes at 20. So that's when they both flash at 20 seconds. Now, I did a nice number line and did pictures and everything, but you don't actually have to do that. Let's say light bulb A is flashing every 5 seconds. So that's just multiples of 5. That's saying, okay, 5, add another 5, 10, add another 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's just multiples of 5, you know? 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, and so on. This is flashing every 4 seconds, so that's just multiples of 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16, and so on. Now you'll notice they both have 20. Yeah? And it's also the first time that they have something in common. It's the lowest thing that they have in common, or we like to call it the lowest common multiple. So you'll notice before 20, look, 15, 10, 5. There's no 10, 5, or 15 over here. So the lowest one that they have in common is 20. So what we call it is the lowest common multiple of 5 and 4, but that's going to be 20. So in essentially what that means is if I write out all the multiples of 4, all the multiples of 5, what's the lowest one they have in common? So, going back to this question, at a certain time they flash together. Now, we won't worry too much about how many seconds before it flash again. Just the first bit, at a certain time they flash together. 25 seconds and 30 seconds. Okay. So, this bulb here is going every 25 seconds. So, it's 0, 25 seconds it flashes. Well, it's going to add another 25, so it's 50 seconds it flashes. Add another 25, that's going to be 75 seconds it flashes. This bulb is 30 seconds, so this one here is flashing every 30 seconds. So it's 0, 30, 60, 90. So how will we do it? Well, let's just write out the multiples of 25. Do you remember all the way back here we wrote out the multiples of 5 and 4? We'll just do the same thing. So let's say the multiples of 25. Now, you could bring out a calculator. You don't have to do this in your head. So it'd be 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175. Now let's write it down. Now, I could keep going, but I'm just going to stop there for now. Let's say 30, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210. I could keep going if I wanted. But looking at this, is there anything that these have in common? And in particular, what's the lowest thing they have in common? Well, look, both have 150. And it's the lowest thing. Before 150 over here, there's nothing that they have in common. And the same over here, 150, there's nothing that's over here. There's nothing that these multiples have in common with these multiples. So the lowest common multiple of 25 and 30, well, it would be 150. Now, you might see this sometimes, LCM. What do you think that stands for? Lowest common multiple. It's just an abbreviated version. Mathematicians are notoriously lazy, so LCM is just shorthand for lowest common multiple. So, just some recap questions for you to do. What is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 9? And what is the lowest common multiple of 3, 9, and 6? Now, be careful with this question in particular. Think about, what does it mean, the lowest common multiple? Think about your lights flashing, yeah? Okay, so be careful with this. 9 is the answer, since 9 is a multiple of 3 and itself. What does that mean? Well, the lowest common multiple, we start off with the first thing. So, do you know the way back here? Multiples of 30, we said 30, 60, 90, and then multiple 20, 25, 50, blah, 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 blah. So, here, well, what's my multiples of 3? So I start off with 3, 6, 9, 12, so on. Lowest common multiples of 9. Well, it's going to be 9, 18, and so on. So you're starting off with 9. And remember, 3 3s are 9. So the lowest thing they have in common is 9. Okay? So just be careful. You start off with 3. You don't suddenly skip to 6. Okay, what is the lowest common of 3, 6, and 9? So you'd write out your multiples of 3, you'd write out your multiples of 9, you'd write out your multiples of 6. And you'd find, well, 18. I'd have 3 6s are 18, 9 2s are 18, and 6 3s are 18. So that would be the lowest thing that they have in common.